I've been putting off sharing this for almost a year now, but it's like a splinter I can't dig out. I'm a truck driver, 34, always hopping between motels on long hauls across the states. Last April, I pulled into a dump called the Starlight Inn off a desolate stretch of Nevada highway, and what I saw in room 7's mirror broke something in me. I'm not a guy who believes in ghosts, never was, but I don't trust reflections anymore, not at night, not ever. This is gonna take a while, so settle in. The Starlight was the kind of place you drive past without a second glance, faded neon sign buzzing, vacancy, gravel lot with 2 rusted pickups, maybe 10 rooms in a sagging L shape. I'd been hauling steel pipes from Reno to Salt Lake, 12 hours straight, eyes burning, back screaming. It was 1A, and the Starlight was the only option for miles. The clerk, some guy with a stained shirt and a 1,000-yard stare, handed me the key to room 7 without looking up. I didn't care, needed a bed, not a vacation. Room 7 was a time capsule of bad decisions: musty orange carpet, a bed with springs poking through, a single bulb flickering above a dresser. The mirror was the worst, big, maybe 4 feet wide, bolted to the wall opposite the window, frame chipped like someone had taken a hammer to it. The glass was speckled with dark spots, like age or mold, warping my reflection into something gaunt. I avoided it, tossed my duffel on the chair, took a quick shower in a stall that smelled like damp socks, and crashed hard. Didn't think twice about the mirror. Should've. Woke up around 3 a. Mouth dry as sand, needing water. The room was pitch dark except for a sliver of moonlight cutting through the curtains, painting the floor in gray streaks. The AC hummed, low and uneven, like it was struggling to breathe. I sat up, rubbing my eyes, and caught something in the mirror across the room. Not me, something else, moving. A shape, blurry, tall, standing just behind my reflection's shoulder. I froze, heart slamming, and turned to check. Nothing, just the empty chair, my bag, the locked door. Looked back at the mirror, and it was gone. Just me, pale and wide-eyed, staring like an idiot. I told myself it was a dream, a trick of tired eyes. Grabbed a water bottle from my bag, chugged it, and lay back down, but I couldn't shake the feeling, like someone was still there, just out of sight. Kept the bedside lamp on, dim yellow glow barely touching the corners, and forced my eyes shut. Didn't sleep, just listened to the AC and my own pulse, waiting for dawn. Had to stay another night, delivery got pushed back, paperwork snafu. Tried to get a different motel, but the next one was 80 miles out, and I was running on fumes. Back to the Starlight, same clerk, same dead eyes. Asked for a different room, he said, only 7's open, despite the empty lot. Bullshit, but I was too tired to argue. Unlocked room 7, and it felt heavier, air thicker, like walking into a fridge. The mirror was still there, unchanged, but I swear it looked bigger, like it had grown an inch overnight. I laughed it off, mirrors don't grow, but my voice sounded hollow. Tried to settle in, kept the bathroom light on for comfort, even dragged the chair to block the mirror's view. Ate a gas station sandwich, watched static on the ancient TV, and crashed around 11 p. Woke up to a sound, scratching, faint but sharp, like fingernails dragging on glass. It was coming from the mirror. I sat up, heart in my throat, and stared. The scratching got louder, rhythmic, like it was carving a message. In the dim light, I saw it again, that shape, clearer now. Tall, hunched, arms dangling past its knees, swaying like it was caught in a current. My reflection was wrong too, eyes too big, mouth twitching into a smirk I wasn't making, like it was mocking me. I lunged for the lamp, flicked it on, and the scratching stopped. Just me in the mirror, sweaty, chest heaving. But the glass had marks, faint, smudged, like fingerprints from the other side. I grabbed my boots, ready to bail, but the door wouldn't open. Lock turned fine, but it was stuck, like someone was holding it shut. The mirror flickered, not like a screen, but like water rippling, and the shape was closer, pressed against the glass, hands smearing streaks I could hear, squeaking like wet rubber. I yelled, "What do you want?" Dumb, but panic took over. No answer, just that scratching, faster now, and my reflection's eyes blinked when mine didn't. I smashed the lamp against the mirror, cracked it down the middle, shards hitting the carpet. The door gave way, swinging open so fast I stumbled into the lot. Ran to my truck, locked myself in, and didn't move till sunrise, engine running for heat. Clerk didn't blink when I checked out, just took my key and stared past me. Drove off, but my rear view kept catching glimpses, not cars, but that shape, flickering in the glass like it was hitching a ride. I taped cardboard over every mirror in my cab after that, even the side ones. Screw the fines. I've tried talking about this to friends, but they think I'm exaggerating, so I'm turning to you guys. This happened when I was 11, living in a nowhere town in Oklahoma with my mom. I'm 19 now, in college, but playgrounds, any playgrounds, make my hands shake. It's about what I saw one evening near our apartment complex, something that turned a kid's park into a place I'll never trust again. This is long, raw, and I need to get it out. We lived in Sunset Pines, a cheap apartment block, red brick, cracked sidewalks, a courtyard with a playground at its heart. It was basic: 2 swings with chipped paint, a metal slide that burned your legs in summer, and a climbing dome that wobbled if you leaned too hard. After school, it was my spot: me, a comic book, maybe a Capri Sun if mom was feeling generous. Other kids would be there too, yelling, swinging, moms gossiping on benches. It felt safe, normal, like nothing could go wrong. But when October rolled around, I noticed something. Come dusk, the place cleared out. By 6 p.m., it was just me, the swings creaking in the breeze, streetlights buzzing like they were about to die. One evening, I stayed later than I should have, sprawled on a swing with a beat-up X-Men comic. The sun was gone, sky bruised purple, air chilly enough for a hoodie. I was deep into Wolverine's fight when I heard laughter. Not the usual kid squeals, but sharp, high, like it was forced through gritted teeth. Looked up, saw a girl on the slide, maybe 8, in a faded yellow dress, pigtails limp. She wasn't there a minute ago, no footsteps, no mom calling her name, just there. She slid down, slow, staring at me with eyes too big, too blank, like she was looking through me. Climbed back up, slid again, same rhythm, same stare. Hey, you okay? I called, voice cracking a bit. No answer. She kept going, slide, climb, like a wind-up toy. I grabbed my comic, ready to head in, but the swing next to me jerked, chains rattling like someone jumped on. It was empty, but moving, twisting hard, and I felt a cold brush against my arm, like fingers grazing skin. The girl laughed again, louder, and now she was on the dome, perched on top, bending backward in a way that made my stomach lurch, spine arched too far, head dangling. I bolted for our apartment, slammed the door, locked it, and hid under my blanket till mom got home from her shift. Told her everything: girl, swing, laugh. She sighed, said I'd been reading too many scary comics, maybe saw some kid playing late. I wanted to believe her, but I didn't go back to the playground for days. Mom noticed me moping, thought I was sick, kept checking my forehead like I was 5. I lied, said I was fine, but I kept my curtains shut, scared I'd see that girl outside my window, sliding in the dark. A week later, Mom sent me to grab her purse from the car, parked right by the playground. It was dusk again, sky heavy with clouds, lights flickering like they couldn't commit. I hustled, head down, but heard it, laughter, same pitch, joined by others, softer, like an echo. Looked up, and there she was, on the swings, kicking her legs too high, dress flapping like it was caught in a storm. The other swing was moving too, faster, chains screaming. More shapes now, 3, 4, crawling over the slide, the dome, small but wrong, limbs bending like they had extra joints. Their mouths were open, too wide, laughing in sync. I froze, keys slipping from my hand, clinking on the pavement. The girl stopped swinging, stood, and walked toward me, dragging one foot, head tilted like it was loose. The others followed, scuttling low, like spiders playing human. I ran, tripped on the curb, scraped my knees bloody. Looked back, they were closer, circling the car, hands smearing the windows. I made it inside, locked everything, and sat on the couch, shaking till Mom got home. She found me like that, didn't believe my story, but hugged me anyway, said we'd stay in tomorrow. We moved that spring, Mom's promotion, better place across town. I never went back to Sunset Pines, but I looked it up last year. Used to be a group home, shut down in '85 after kids disappeared. Official story was runaways, but locals say they never left, that the playground holds them. Some nights, I hear that laughter, high, sharp, outside my dorm, even on the 5th floor. I don't look out. I don't go near swings or slides anymore, don't care how old I am. What were they, and why me? I've kept this buried for 10 years, too freaked to say it out loud, but it's like the woods won't let me forget. This happened when I was 15, hiking with my cousin near our family cabin in Oregon. I'm 25 now, stuck in a city where I thought I'd be safe, but I can't shake what we found on that trail, or what found us. It's about a path that wasn't on any map, and what it woke up in the trees. This is long, so hang tight. Our cabin was a summer ritual. Cedar walls, no cell service, just me, my parents, and whatever cousins tagged along. July '09, it was me and Ryan, both 15, thick as thieves, always chasing adventure. We'd roam the woods, build forts, pretend we were Bear Grylls. That year, we found something new, a trail behind the property, barely a path, overgrown with ferns and thorns. No markers, no signs, just dirt snaking deeper than our usual stomping grounds. Ryan's eyes lit up, said it'd lead to a cave or some abandoned shack, something epic. I wasn't sold, felt like trespassing, but he was already marching, and I followed to shut him up. We hiked maybe an hour, trail twisting tighter, pines crowding out the sun. Air got colder, sharper, like winter snuck in early. Found a clearing, small, too perfect, like someone carved it out. Center was a pile of stones, messy, mixed with bones. Animal, I told myself, rabbits or deer, but some were long, thin, wrong. Ryan kicked one, grinning like an idiot, but I felt it, eyes, not human, watching from the trees. A hum started, low, like a generator but alive, vibrating in my chest. Ryan heard it too, froze, said, "What's that?" I didn't know, but my skin crawled, and I grabbed his sleeve, whispering, "Let's go." We turned back, but the trail was gone, like the woods had swallowed it. Landmarks vanished, big rock, split pine, all wrong or missing. The hum got louder, pulsing, and I saw it, a shape, gray, flickering between trunks, tall as a man but not a man, moving like static on a bad TV. It kept pace with us, never closer, never farther, just there. Ryan's breath hitched. He saw it too, muttered, "Run." We did, branches snagging our shirts, tripping over roots, till we hit the cabin at dusk, scratched, bloody, gasping. Dad yelled about getting lost, grounded us, but I saw his hands shake when we mentioned the clearing. That night, I couldn't sleep, woke to the hum, faint, outside my window, peeked through the blinds, gray shape at the tree line, motionless, watching. I ducked, heart hammering, and stayed up till dawn, listening to it pulse like a heartbeat. Told Ryan next morning, he'd heard it too, said it whispered his name, low and slow, like it was tasting it. We stuck to the cabin after that, no more hikes, but things escalated, scratches on the door, deep, like claws, shadows in the lake, moving when nothing should have been there. Mom set bear traps, thinking wildlife, but they stayed empty, rusting in the grass. Ryan started acting off, quiet, jumpy, sketching that shape over and over, tall, limbless, head like a smudge. I'd find his drawings crumpled under my bunk, like he didn't want them but couldn't stop. One afternoon, I caught him staring at the woods, eyes glassy, muttering, "It's still out there." I shook him, hard, and he snapped out of it, but I was scared, not just for me, for him. Mom noticed too, kept us busy with board games, but the hum never stopped, louder at night, seeping through the walls. Last night at the cabin broke us. Woke to Ryan shaking me, face pale, saying he saw it inside, by the fireplace, humming, reaching with arms that weren't arms. We barricaded our room with a dresser, waited for sunrise, whispering to keep calm. At dawn, we checked, fireplace cold, but scratches on the floor, fresh, leading to the door. Outside, tracks, barefoot, stretched, like feet pulled too long, ran from the woods to the porch, then stopped. We left that day, never went back. Dad sold the cabin cheap, wouldn't say why. I looked up the area last year. Old logging camp, abandoned in '62 after workers vanished. Whole crew, no trace. Locals call it hungry land, say it claims anyone who lingers. Ryan won't talk about it now, moved east, cut contact. I hear the hum sometimes, faint, in my apartment's vents or under traffic noise. Last night, I saw it, gray, flickering, in my hallway, gone when I blinked. I don't sleep with windows open anymore. What did we bring back?